Our hope in this short video clip is to help you organize homework assignments in my big campus. Teachers are posting PDF documents like what you see here on the screen, and I'm trying to help you find ways to organize those documents on your computer. One such way to do that is to put everything into OneNote. For me personally, OneNote is a very easy way to keep everything organized. So I'm on my big campus, I'm in my class, and my teachers asked me to download this assignment and do it. So I'm going to download this file, and as I hit download, it pops up, and I want to put this worksheet into OneNote. I want to interact with it, let's just say, in my OneNote notebook. Whenever I want to put a PDF into OneNote, I have to go to the print feature, and I have to go up to name the printer. I'm going to send it to OneNote. That's a given. That's always. And then I'm going to hit, none of the rest of this matters. I'm going to hit OK. And now it's going to make my OneNote icon down at the bottom blink. That means it's asking me where in OneNote do I put this document. This is a science assignment, and I'm going to just, for simple purposes, I'm going to chapter 1. And I'm just going to put it under chapter 1 as a page. And bam, there it is. I'm in my science notebook. I'm under the chapter 1 page, and it created a new page. And I'm going to name this page Lab Assignment because it is a chapter 1 lab assignment. Now, I can now expand this a little bigger if I want to give me more room to put my answer. It is now in my OneNote notebook. I can change these tabs at any time too. Let's say I decide, this is the only thing I really got in chapter 1, so I'm going to rename this one Labs. All I did was right click, hit rename, and then rename my tab. So I've got my assignment into OneNote. Now what do? Well, if I want to type, then I'm going to click into here, and I'm going to start typing my name here, and I can then decide I want that a little bigger. So I can go up here and change the size. I want it in a different color. I want it highlighted, whatever the case may be. Obviously I may not want it highlighted, but I'm just showing you the tools that you have. Now I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to write and type right on this line. The question, what is the question being asked? The question being asked is, now let's say I don't like exactly where that's located. I can move it with my cursor, that makes it very hard, or I can put my arrow keys on here, and I can just very gradually start to move it until I get it where I want. So now it's right on the line. It's a little quirky, but it's really not that difficult. And now I've got a second line. If I want it, I can always put another text box right over here. Those of you that really like the handwriting feature with the stylus, you all know you can go to draw, and you can choose draw, and you can actually write on the line. Some of you prefer typing. Now, this one actually has a checkbox on it too, so I'm going to come here, and I'm going to put an X in that checkbox. I go on, let's just say I went ahead. I'm not going to take the time for you to watch me fill out all these questions. Now what do? I've done it. Now what do? Well, it's in my OneNote, but if I want to get this into a format that I just want this page and this page only to be able to be turned into my teachers, I'm going to go to File, and I'm going to go to either Save As or Print. Okay, sometimes it's just most simple to go to Print to keep it the same. I printed it out of the internet down into OneNote. Now I'm going to print it back to an Adobe PDF file, and I'm going to hit Print. At this point, it's going to say, where do I want to save it? Well, you may want to save it to your H drive. You may want to save it to your My Documents. You may have a thumb drive in there. Whatever the case may be, for me, I'm going to save it as Chapter 1 Lab, and I'm just going to save it right here in my documents and hit save. Now let's go and see, there is my printed worksheet. At this point, now I have something to attach, and I can send it to my teacher. How do I send it to my teacher? I can attach it to an email and send it to them. So let's say they just happened to post it. Let's say they posted the assignment in an activity and said, they just posted it here in this activity. Well, and they said, download it, do it, and send it back to me. Then I would go to conversations. I would create a new thread on my conversation. I would type the teacher it's going to, Mr. Wolfgang. I'm going to attach that document. Okay, now where do I attach it? It's a new photo, it's a new file. I'm going to click here to go get it. Where did I save it? I saved it in my documents. Let's see if I can find it here. Chapter 1 Lab. There it is. Hit open. Now it's going to attach to my email. And I'm done with that. I can say, it's telling me down here I've got one attachment. Here is my assignment, Mr. Wolfgang. And then I'm going to hit send. Mr. Wolfgang now has got my assignment. That's one way. There's obviously other ways. If they've created the assignment, which many teachers will in schoolwork, you're going to be able to respond to what they've created. Let's just see if I've got anything in schoolwork. I don't know that anything's been assigned to me. Okay, so let's say, here it is, sample science. And I'm going to look at the way a student would view it. You're going to go down here, and you could do the same thing. You could say in here, find my worksheet attached. Now I'm going to go here to new photo, file, click here, go to my documents, Chapter 1 Lab that I've saved with my answers through OneNote and printing. I'm going to close that out. There it is. It's attached. In my answer, I'm going to see attached worksheet. Now I come down. Did I do everything I'm supposed to do here? I'm going to submit my assignment, and it will go back to the teacher. Now it's not going to let me submit it because this isn't a real student view. I'm the actual person, but I would hit submit assignment, and it sends it back to my teacher. So how I turn it in is really determined on how my teachers send it to me. If they send it to me via schoolwork, I'm going to send it on a form that looks like this. If they send it to me on an activity, then I guess or if they tell me to, I can return it back to them in an email. So this video hopefully has helped you figure out how you can use OneNote to do a worksheet and print it into a PDF and turn it back into a teacher. Download it from My Big Campus into OneNote, interact with it, save it, and turn it in. Hopefully this video will help. It's a video that maybe you need to watch more than once. And teachers, hopefully you'll share this with your students so that they can have access to it more than once.